So let's dive right in. We all know that real dog training happens, in real life, with all the distractions and chaos that comes with it. But what if technology could be the perfect sidekick for that real life training? Today, we're going to look at how the Better Dog system uses an app not to replace the human trainer, but to make all their hard work actually stick, long after they've gone home.
And this right here, this statement is the key to absolutely everything. Just think about it for a second. When you're in a session with a professional, it all makes sense, right? Your dog's getting it, you're learning, you feel that amazing surge of progress. But that lesson, that's just 1 hour out of a 168-hour week. The real test starts the second that trainer's car pulls out of your driveway. And that brings us to what we could call the post-session gap. This is that super critical time between visits where all the momentum from the lesson runs headfirst into the chaos of your daily life. It's exactly where the best intentions can start to fall apart.
I mean, does this sound familiar to anyone? On Sunday afternoon, you are a rockstar dog owner. You've got the plan, you're feeling confident, but then Tuesday night rolls around after a crazy long day, and you're trying to remember, wait, was it 3 treats or 4? Do I say the cue before or after I do the hand signal? All of a sudden, you're just left alone with your own memory, and man, that can be a really frustrating place to be. And look, this isn't you failing. It's a system failure. It's totally normal for your memory to fade. The little notes you scribble down get lost under a pile of mail. You start guessing on the exercises, which means you have zero support right when you need it the most. And all that does is create a whole lot of stress and confusion for you and for your dog. Okay, so how do you solve for a problem like that? Well, BetterDog's answer is what they call a hybrid training system. It's specifically designed to bridge that post-session gap and create this continuous loop of support that just keeps the training moving forward. And this quote, it just perfectly sums up their whole philosophy. The real magic isn't happening in an app. It's happening in your living room with a real person. Jon and Nancy are right there. They're watching, they're coaching, they're doing the hands-on work. The tech's only job is to capture all of that amazing insight and just hold onto it for you until they're back again. Now, just look at the difference here. The old way is a total mess. You've got notes on the counter, a fuzzy memory of what you're even supposed to be doing, and a ton of stressful guesswork. The Better Dog way, on the other hand, is all about structure. All your notes in one spot, a super clear custom work plan, and clarity is literally on demand whenever you need it. It is a complete game changer. So that's the big idea. But how does this actually work when you're using it? Let's get into the proof right inside the app. This is how the system makes it feel like you've got your trainer right there in your pocket. First thing, session notes. After every single in-home session, your trainer documents all the key observations, the progress you guys made, and the why behind what you did. This means no more digging through a mountain of emails or trying to figure out what your own handwriting says. Everything is right there, centralized, and so easy to find. And then, based on those notes, you get your My Training work plan. Your trainer actually builds this with you at the end of the session. So before they even walk out the door, you know exactly what your homework is. And what's so critical is that it only shows you what you need to work on right now, which just gets rid of that, oh my gosh, where do I even start feeling of overwhelm? And you know that moment when you're looking at an exercise and you're just like, oh, wait, how did that go again? No need to guess. Every single item in your work plan can link you to more detail, including a video tutorial. You can see the timing, the posture, the exact way to hold the leash. It just takes all the guesswork out of the equation. And it's not just video. You've also got crystal clear, step-by-step written instructions and even downloadable guides you can look at. So it doesn't matter if you're a visual learner who needs to see it or if you'd rather read through the steps. The support is there in a way that works for you, so you can feel confident you're doing it right every time. Okay, now this feature is just brilliant. The app lets you give feedback on how things are going with a really simple, non-judgmental system. You just score each exercise. Green means, we got this. Yellow is for, it's a work in progress. And red is for, yeah, we are really struggling here. And this isn't a test. It's just about tracking what's really happening so your trainer knows exactly what to focus on with you next time. And what's holding all of this up? A really extensive resource library. We're talking over 60 different training exercises, core concepts, and guides. And this isn't just a random pile of articles. It's a library that's been curated and built from years and years of actual in-the-field training experience. And this is so important to understand. The content you're seeing here is not some generic stuff they pulled off the internet. It's literally built from 4 years of their own client emails and session notes. It's an AI that's been trained specifically on how Jon and Nancy train dogs and coach people. So it's their expertise in their voice, and it's available to you 24/7. So you can see how this all connects, right? It creates this perfect feedback loop. Step 1, the human trainer is in your home. Step 2, all the notes and your new work plan go into the app. Step 3, you follow that plan and you use all the app's resources to help you. And step 4, your trainer looks at your green, yellow, and red feedback to adjust the plan for the next session. It makes the human training stick. So what's the end result of closing this training loop? Well, it's 2 things that totally feed each other: confidence and consistency. When the what and the how are perfectly clear, it gets rid of what's called decision fatigue. You're not burning mental energy trying to remember instructions. You're spending it actually connecting with your dog. That clarity builds your confidence, and when you're confident, it's so much easier to be consistent. And that is the real secret to success. What this system really does is it just clears out all that mental clutter and stress from the process. You are not guessing anymore. You're not trying to piece together a plan from some notes you can't read and a memory that's fading. All of that weight is just lifted, and it's replaced by a clear, guided path forward. So you can just focus on the fun part of training. And we'll just end on this thought, which I think says it all. The system makes sure that on some random Tuesday night when you're feeling a little lost, you're not actually alone. The support, the answers, the guidance, it's already there in your pocket, holding the space with confidence until your human trainer can be there again.